Things look very different this morning. Good morning. It's still going to be pretty cold today, but shouldn't be as windy. And as you can tell, there's some sunshine now. We haven't seen sunshine since a couple days ago. I think today's going to be another beautiful day, especially if conditions hold like they are this morning. You already saw the mountain. It's fantastic this morning. Let's go see what else there is to see. Didn't get a whole lot of sleep last night. Got enough, but definitely feeling tired this morning. It did rain last night, and when it first started sprinkling, I woke up enough to check things. I'm really glad I did, because I'd slipped down. We were camped on a slope, and I'd slipped down enough to push it so water was dropping into my tent at the feet. Luckily, I caught it. The only thing that truly got wet was the hood of this puffy I'm wearing. And I was able to adjust things so that no more water came in. But that meant for the rest of the night, I was always pulling my feet in, trying to make sure that I was coming in. Actually, that's pretty annoying when you're hiking, because I do a lot of stretching during the night when I'll straighten my legs out. Well, I couldn't do any of that last night, so my legs are feeling a little unstretched this morning. But we'll do okay. Got through it. Cardinal rule, you never want to let anything down get wet if you're out here and need to stay warm. And I'm really pleased to say that the hood dried out, because a little concerned there for a while. And the other awesome thing was my air pad lifted my sleeping bag enough that it never got wet. But I did worry about it all night long, so I was awake every hour, every time I'd hear a sprinkle, all through the night. So today may be a long day. Sometimes I like to just stop and listen to the silence. Okay, here's one of those serious questions you think about when you're walking on the PCT. Is it better to take your trekking poles and knock last night's raindrops off the plants in front of you when they close in on you? Or is it better to just walk through? And here's why. Top Rock was leading earlier. He's got his rain pants on. So he was doing fine, but I switched and I started going up front. And then I started noticing I was getting a lot wetter. I mean, a whole lot wetter. In fact, I'm soaked all the way up to my thighs at this moment. Hopefully you can see that. That's the shiny, darker gray stuff there. Anyway, so I was using my trekking poles to knock it off, but I realized the trekking poles kind of spring load the branch so it slaps against you. And that may put more water on you than just walking through and letting it just get whatever water it touches. I don't know. I'm going to call the Mythbuster guys and get them on this one. I really want to know. We are back in the land of the lemonade rivers. Plenty of lemonade, folks. Plenty of lemonade. I'm sure glad they're not making us walk through that lava. And I'm sure there's a whole bunch of pikas in there somewhere, if you can find them. Rugged rock. Let's go catch up to Top Rock up there. Hey, Top Rock, hold up. I have an important news flash. You may not be aware of this, but we just crossed over an invisible line on the ground on the trail. We have now less than 400 miles to get to Canada.
Wow.
We just crossed over the line that's 400 miles to Canada.
That's pretty cool.
Anyway, thought you'd want to know. All right, we got to go. We got 400 miles to do. Just a nice little shallow pond. Top Rock's down here collecting water before we climb up to our campsite for the night. Not a whole lot of good spots for getting water along here. Actually, that's not true. There's lots of water sources, but it's like this particular pond that we thought would be a good spot to get water. It just kind of drops off with no collection points. But anyway, it looks like he's got it and he's on his way back out. Not nearly as much to see today as there was yesterday. Still pretty. It's a nice walk through the forest, but we didn't have the flowers and the mountains and the storms and everything else we could see. No big viewpoints.
You want a bath?
Do I want a bath?
That's warm water.
So he says this is really warm water. Good place to take a bath. And I can see fish or skeeters, or skaters, water striders, water striders.
Yep.
They're big ones because I'm 50 feet away and I can see them. All right. How's the walk down?
It's good till the instant 3-foot drop. That was a bit of a step in and out.
Like I said, not a good spot to collect water.
Back there might be easier.
The good news is there is water.
Yeah.
Well, we're getting our first views into the Goat Rock Wilderness, we believe. We just finished a climb out of a valley where we entered Goat Rock Wilderness, and we think these are the things to see. Plus the lake down there at the bottom. I just hope we're not walking down to the lake and then back up to those peaks. Well, actually, it'd be a nice walk, and that's what we're out here to do, so, oh well. So, if I camp here, are you going to get into my pack? Or are you going to leave it alone? I think the rest of your family went that way, so I'll get out of here and quit scaring you. Hey friends, we've reached our destination for tonight. We did about 16.7 miles. It'll only be 12 miles, I'm sure. Top Rock's over there getting his tent set up right now. The weather was a little more accommodating today, but you know, as you notice, there wasn't as much to see as there was yesterday. Still, it's a nice day. Just not the huge variety that we've been having. So Top Rock, any comments on the day?
Ponds and frogs.
Ponds and frogs. Yeah, we did see a lot of frogs in the trail. In fact, there's one I didn't show you, but because we both almost stepped on it, but as it jumped under a log we were going over of a blowdown. It's like, why are you going under the blowdown? But that's where he's going.
That was the big thing. The dress was this. So.
There you go. Walking in the forest in Washington. So, that's about it for today. Hope you had a good time, and look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Happy trails.